Greetings to you, the viewer. Today we'll be looking at some of the past questions and answers in literature in English. We'll be discussing past questions, Waec past questions, NECO past questions, West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination past questions and answers on literature in English. It is good we do this so that our students who are aspiring to write examination on literature subject, either NECO, Waec, JAMB, GCE, NAPTEP, or any other relevant and similar exam, will have a very good grade and pursue their career. So let's have a look at some of the questions. Yes, question 1. A dash is fundamental to a play or novel. Now, looking at the options, you have A, mine, B, conflict, C, flashback, and D, epilogue. Carefully look at it where the dash is fundamental to a play or novel. Mine is very fundamental to play, but it's not fundamental to novel. Flashback can be used in both novel and play. Epilogue, I believe you see or remember the meaning of epilogue, a short note at the end of a play. And conflict is also can be seen in play or a novel. Which one do you think is the answer? The answer here is B, conflict. Conflict is very fundamental to play and novel. Answer is B, because it is on the premise of conflict that the story is developed. So let's look at question 2. Question 2, the fire gnaws ceaselessly at the back of the tree. Illustrate, that is, which example? Illustrate what? A, epithet, B, personification, D, allusion, C, allusion, D, paradox. Looking at the fire gnaws, that means the fire is eating up the bark of the tree. The fire is consuming, or the fire consumes the bark of the tree. So can fire consume, can fire gnaw? No, that is personification. That is a human attribute given to fire. So the answer to this question 2 is B, personification. A figure of speech in which human attribute is given to non-human or inanimate thing. Allusion is a reference, I believe you know it, and paradox is also another figure of speech, but the correct answer to this question is personification. Now let's have a look at question 3. A hyperbole is also referred to as A, irony, B, exaggeration, C, paradox, D, understatement. Which one do you think is the answer to this question? I think the answer is exaggeration. Another name or another way hyperbole is referred to is exaggeration. It is a figure of speech in which a theme is exaggerated beyond its normal state for the purpose of emphasis. Now let's have a look at question 4. One of the following makes use of gesture only. Mood, lampoon, C, mime, D, satire. Which one makes use of gesture only? The answer to the question is mime. Mime is a form of drama, a kind of drama that uses gesture without words. Maybe using of hand, using of face, eye, mouth, without sound, without voice. So that is gesture. That the answer is mime. So we have another one like mood, satire, lampoon. All those ones are literary terms also, but are majorly used in drama and with words. It's only mime that you can use without words in this. So look at this question 5. An omniscient narrator in a novel dash detach himself from the story, knows nothing about the character and the event, knows everything about the character and event, is a character in the story? Yes, the answer is C, knows everything about the character and event. Omniscient means all-knowing. So an omniscient narrator is a narrator that knows everything about characters, about event, about conflict, and about everything happening in a novel. So let's look at question C. Blank verse has no dash 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 meter, rhyme, rhythm, imagery. Blank verse has no rhyme. It has meter. It has rhythm. It can also portray image, that is imagery, but it has no rhyme. Rhyme is the rhyming of words either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of lines of poem. Now you can have rhyming for like A B B. You can have A B. You can have ABC. So there are different rhyme forms, but a blank verse does not have a rhyming scheme. Okay, so let's look at question 7. Question 7: a brief story is an allusion, autobiography, allegory, anecdote. Which one do you think is a brief story? A brief story is an allusion. Allusion is reference. You also know autobiography. You know allegory, a surface. The answer is anecdote. Anecdote is a brief story. Let's look at question 8. An epilogue dash introduces a play, develops characters, sums up a play, introduces characters. So looking at it, which one do you think is the answer to this question? An epilogue, I think we have even come across it in question 2. An epilogue sums up a play. That is the answer. C, sums up a play. It is a note at the end of a play. So it summarizes the event in the play and also the character and every other thing that happens in the play. An epilogue summarizes it. Okay, let's look at question 9. The king has joined his ancestors. It's an example of which figure of speech? Look at them very well. A, euphemism. B, eulogy. C, malapropism. D, trilogy. Euphemism is a figure of speech in which an unpleasant comment or statement is passed in the mid form. Eulogy or eulogy is a poem that praises a person or an event or a character. Malapropism is a wrong use of words. Trilogy is also a form of a couplet, a form of a poem that have 3 parts. So the answer is A, euphemism. Okay, so look at question 10. A question used for effect which does not require an answer is dash. A, oratorical. B, antithetical. C, anticlimactic. D, rhetorical. Because of time, the answer is rhetorical. Oratorical is the use of words, talking. Antithetical, opposite, and then contradicting what you say. Anticlimax, coming towards resolution. Then rhetorical is a question that is used. A question asks that the person asking the question do not require an answer or solicit for an answer. Like now, if I make a statement like, God, why are you doing this? I may not have a response to it either from God or from man. Like say now, I say, Benue State of Nigeria, why are you so funny? Okay, the state may not be able to respond. Okay, so that is a rhetorical. Then look at question 11. In the line season of mist and mellow fruitfulness, the main appeal is to the sense of season of mist and mellow fruitfulness. Okay, touch, sight, hearing, smell. Which one do you think? Look at the line where season of mist and mellow fruitfulness. The sight, fruitfulness is what you see, mellow fruitfulness, and even mist is something that you can also view. Okay. Then look at question 12. The pen is mightier The sword is an example of a symbol, metaphor, metonymy, oxymoron. Yes, it is metaphor, all right. The pen is mightier than the sword, is metaphor. And look at question 13. In the play, unfolding event reach their peak in the climax, denouement, catharsis, conflict. The answer to this question is climax, which is A. We have other questions that we will be discussing. We have question 14. Look at question 14. We have question 15 also. We have other questions, but we are not going to be discussing them now because of time. Subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime new video is uploaded. Okay, this video is the objective part of Waec, NECO and JAMB combined together to give you a very good discussion on them, so that when you encounter such questions in your exam, you should be able to have to get it correct. So we have other questions also, like this one. You can also comment on this video and then click the notification bell, subscribe, so that you can get other videos on literature classes, especially discussion on past questions. Thank you.